Hey y'all, so today I have yet another kind of compilation of some footage spanning probably a couple of months. I'm not gonna lie. There are some good tips if you are learning how to clean things as an Etsy reseller. If you're just getting started, sometimes when you're starting something new like this, you get in this headspace of, I have no idea how to do this. So that's kind of what this video is for, just to give you some starting points on how to clean things for vintage resale. So I'm gonna be showing you silver, brass, wood items that need to just be kind of dusted, items that you can't get wet, and just some other cleaning ideas and different products that I use. This footage is from before I got a microphone. It was very early days. I recorded on 4th of July. I then cleaned a few other things a few weeks later, so you'll see that footage as well. I think I've improved since then. So it was a nice little test to see how well we're doing. So, but I didn't want to like trash the footage. So I figured I would just keep it and share it with you. So if you want to see how I clean my stuff for vintage resale, keep watching. So this is a piece that I just picked up. So this is silver. Some people use the method of using like boiling water and aluminum foil and baking soda. I just use the good old-fashioned silver cream. If it's a smaller silver item, I'll use one of these silver cloths. For this kind of thing, just good old silver polish works really well. This has the price still on the bottom. They use a silver Sharpie. So first thing I would do is I would take some alcohol wipes. I also will use like rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle. I just find these really convenient if I am cleaning a lot of items. I'll first get that off. See? Good as new. So I've got two other metal pieces. This little silver vase. It has a velvet bottom, so I don't want to get it too wet. So I'm gonna use the cloth on this just to see how it polishes up first. And then I also have this small ice bucket. It's kind of dusty. I'm gonna wash this with soap and water first just to get the grime off. And I will use the cloth on this again. And if I think it's silver, I'll use the polish. This piece, based on just this color coming off of this, very brown and not gray like I was expecting if it was just tarnished. So I think I'm gonna just wash it with some dish soap first. Sometimes it's hard to get the little nooks and crannies around here, little bits underneath the feet. So I'll take the silver polish cloth and I can kind of get in there a little easier than with the sponge, buff those areas. But it's kind of an added thing that's not totally necessary, but it does look better when you do it. So those cleaned up really nicely. Very shiny now. I ended up going ahead and doing the silver polish, and because the bottom needed to be cleaned anyway, so I didn't let any silver polish get on the base, but now it's all pretty. This piece was either very well loved or it's actually very old and it's probably been polished a bunch of times. It still has a lot of its patina. When you polish silver so many times, you actually, really old silver, that silver plate, you actually can eat the silver finish off of the base metal, but I still think this is really charming. I love the patina. That's what I like. And then this turned out so beautiful. So shiny and pretty. You can almost see yourself in it. Hi. So I have never used Brasso before, but I wanted to update you on the Cricut box. Look, I've just started. We're trying out Brasso together. I'm wearing gloves because this stuff has a very strong smell, and I feel like I don't want that on my skin. Look at that. So I'm just taking either a paper towel or a cloth. I'm just sticking it right on the little box and just rubbing it in, and it's coming very clean. Some people use, I think, lemon juice and salt to clean brass. That would also be a really great one to try. But this one was just so tarnished. I did not think it was gonna look like this when it was done. We're just gonna keep going with this, see how it turns out. I don't want to take away all the patina because I like a little bit of patina on brass, but this one was just really tarnished. So you only want to use Brasso on non-lacquered brass, because I think that Brasso will actually remove the lacquer finish from lacquered brass. The lacquering kind of keeps things from getting so tarnished, so you don't want to remove that. Okay, I figured out something. There were some little circles from where I had put the product directly on. Don't do that. I know I said to do that. Don't do that. Put it on the cloth, just rub it on evenly, let it sit for just a few seconds or a minute, I don't know, a little bit. Count to 20 and then rub it off, and it comes off much nicer, and then you don't get those weird circles. So anyway, that's how you do it. And now it looks fantastic, but still with a little patina left. I did not know that this was gonna look this nice under here. I am very pleased. Okay, and then once you get it polished, you get another soft cloth and you just rub off all the excess, rebuff. It doesn't say to rinse it. So here are some different brass examples. This is the piece we just polished, looking gorgeous. Left a little bit of patina on. This is a piece of unlacquered, unpolished brass. See how it's got a warmer tone than this? And I'm not gonna polish this because I like the way that this looks. And this is how lacquered brass looks. It's got that mirror finish. And I know it's lacquered because it says, lacquered in the USA, clean with a damp cloth only, made in India. So that's how I know that this is lacquered brass, and Brasso will remove that. So don't do that. So now that these are all ready to go, I'm going to photograph them for the shop and get them up, hopefully for our fall launch. We're gonna push through. So I have one more little cleaning hack, and it's a new one for me, but I thought I would share it with you anyway. I have this ceramic artichoke that I got at Goodwill, and I want to add it to my fall launch, but it has, I don't know if you can even see it, but it has some little black marks on it. So I'm going to use a magic eraser to get these off. Anytime you use a magic eraser, you want to be super careful what you're using it on. This is a nice matte finish. I did spot test this to make sure it wasn't going to mar the finish. So you don't want to do this on anything with a really glossy finish. This is going to be just fine. So some other things that I use when I'm cleaning are Glue Gun. Sometimes you have some really stubborn stickers or stubborn sticky spots, and so I will use Glue Gun to get any kind of residue off. Wouldn't want to use this on all materials, but it tells you what you can use it on. I mostly use it on glass. If I have clear glassware and I want it to just look super shiny in photos, I will hit it with some Windex, just give it some extra shine. Also, if things are dishwasher safe, I will wash them in the dishwasher because then they get that nice, fresh, clean sparkle. I don't have a lot of wood items in my shop, but we are looking for them. We just haven't really sourced anything that we really like yet. But when I do have a wood thing that I need to clean, little pledge. Method has a more natural version that I've used as well that I like just as well, but this is just what I have right now is pledge. If you have a piece of old dark wood furniture that has got a nick or a scratch or just needs a little shine, we use Old English, but that again is on our like personal collection stuff. I would really think hard before I use this on a piece I was gonna sell. Like if I really needed it or if I really thought it would help, I would use this. This stains your clothes, so be careful. And then for things that you really can't get wet, like this hand-painted tray, which is made of wood and a little cardboard, I just use a Swiffer. This just gets all the nast out from all the corners. I would not get something like this wet. If you did anything, because this is wood, you could hit it with a little pledge, but I would not spray it directly on. I would just put a little on a washcloth, kind of buff it around, but I'm pretty happy with that, just dusting. And then for anything like a bowl like this, if I feel like I can dishwash it, I will put in the dishwasher. These I do not feel like I can put them in the dishwasher, but this bowl is a restaurant quality kind of bowl. It's really thick. I've talked about it before. This one I would feel pretty safe putting in the dishwasher and I think it would be okay. Like those Blendco bowls you saw in a previous haul of mine, which are available in the shop. Those I did put in the dishwasher and they came out sparkling and gorgeous and ready to use. So lastly is this little brass piece. I just used my alcohol wipes, wiped all the dirt off of it. You can even take your Swiffer again and just kind of clean out the inside. Soap and water with this guy, it'll be fine. Basically at the end of the day, soap and water is your friend. I do recommend palm olive, but that's just because that's what my family uses. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed cleaning up some inventory with me, hopefully learning a few tips. Comment below if you have any other questions. All the products that I can link will be on my Amazon storefront, so if you want to check that out, that'll be in the description box. That is an affiliated link, so if you do buy from my storefront, I get a little snippet, which is nice for me. So I hope you found all that really helpful. I did have fun making this video. We're learning all the time. We're just getting started. Still, we're only 8 months in. Almost 9. Almost 9. Can you believe that? I can't. That's incredible. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed and I hope you found this helpful, and I will see y'all next Thursday at 3 o'clock. Is there anything else I want to say? No? Okay, bye. Okay, so some other things that I use to clean. Why do you keep doing that? I'm reliable, that's why. And then what else? What else do I use, Michael? And I don't know how I'm gonna get that off. I don't know how, we'll see. That was rather rude of them to write with Sharpie on the back of this, I will say. Not particularly pleased about that. I have had issues with that, but. Are you getting bored, or am I entertaining you, or do you just not care? Michael? Okay, good, you're ignoring me, that's fine. Are you not entertained? It's our typical video routine. We have to get comfortable in the space, trying a new angle. Do I look cute? Let's see. Who knows? This guy may have to go. This guy may also have to go. Looks like a mustache. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Woo! Never mind. We'll go this way.